We fought and bled for civil rights in America. We opened the doors of immigration for the world. But when we look across the ocean, to nations led by people who look like us, the welcome isn't there. Instead, we're offered loopholes, scams, and hostility. Ghana's right of abode is not citizenship. It is not protection. It is not home. Let's look at the facts now. Ghana's right of abode was introduced back in 2000. It allows residency, but not citizenship. Sierra Leone offers dual citizenship, but only if you can prove direct lineage. Liberia passed a law in 2022, but still blocks dual nationals from full rights. Benin opened citizenship in 2025, but it's narrow, selective, and brand new. And the Caribbean? They'll sell you citizenship through investment, but not through blood, struggle, or lineage. That is not reparations. That is exploitation. For Black Americans who tried to make Ghana home, too many returned broken and broke. One lost $60,000 over 5 years on land that was never his. Another paid $6,000 up front and was still scammed. These are not isolated cases. This is a pattern. A so-called homecoming that robs you blind is no home at all, and I ain't coming. But the danger isn't only financial. In Akwamufi, Ghana, 2 Black American women, ages 75 and 60, were murdered and buried just 300 meters from their home. What should have been a peaceful return ended in tragedy. And stories like this confirm our deepest fear, that we are not safe. And even if you avoid scams and violence, what do you gain? Daily power outages, unsafe water, collapsing healthcare, roads full of potholes, whole communities forced to use fields as toilets, open defecation still widespread, coups, gangs, human trafficking. That's not progress, that's regression. And then there's the hostility. Locals don't see us as kin, they see us as outsiders with American privilege. They envy our dollars, our education, our access. In America, Black Americans never mistreat Africans who migrate here. But abroad, we face jealousy, scams, and resentment. We are left isolated in places we thought would welcome us. So what do these offers amount to? A paper that doesn't protect you, a scam that empties your pockets, a welcome that can turn into violence, infrastructure that breaks before you build. Without land, resources, or grants, these are not reparations. These are mirages. Africa has more than enough land. By every estimate, the entire global Black diaspora could fit into just 3 African countries. In fact, Africa could host the diaspora more than 50 times over. Land is not the issue. Capacity is not the issue. The issue is willpower, the choice not to open the door. Instead of offering Black Americans land, resources, or grants to build, Black-led nations leave us shut out. And yet, they complain of poverty while ignoring the $1.4 trillion we carry in spending power. Yet Black nations deny us citizenship and access. They are turning away the very people who could help rebuild their economies. Shut the door on us, and you shut the door on progress. Another truth that cannot be ignored is Africa's role in the transatlantic slave trade. Many of the very nations that deny us citizenship today were the same nations whose kings, chiefs, and traders sold us into bondage. They profited from our capture. Sadly, they continued trading slaves even after abolition and still participate in traditional and modern-day slavery, right now, in 2025. Centuries later, they still have not repaired the damage. Instead, they offer symbolic gestures, a ceremony, a loophole, a slogan. That is not reparations. That is not repair. Until these nations acknowledge their part in our enslavement and commit land, resources, and real restitution, how can we trust the so-called invitation to return? To Black-led nations, stop offering tokenism. Stop selling illusions. If you truly want to reclaim your diaspora, then give us land, give us resources, guarantee our safety, offer citizenship that protects us. Until then, we will not regress, and we will not accept less. Signing off, salute.